Well, good morning, everybody. I had to get this up. This is some cool technology, and I'm not a big tech guy when it comes to the car. As you guys know, the interior is very basic, very plain, very old school, none of the modern stuff. But let me show you what I've got today. So this is, I'm going to give Dave 100% credit on this. We are going to install TPMS sensors in this Daytona. We're doing this for a couple of reasons. So the big reason is that we're a challenge here in about a month, 5 weeks. And this race is out in the desert of Nevada. We're going to be doing anywhere from 130 to 165 miles an hour, averaging 140 with speeds up to 165. We wanted to be able to monitor tire temp and pressure in case you start losing air pressure. You don't want to have a tire go out at 150 miles an hour. So Dave came up with this Schrader. You can see the part number right here. This is their retrofit kit. And the problem is this retrofit kit comes, let me show you here and I'll explain what's going on. It comes with sensors ready to go. So these things just kind of slip into the wheels, right up into here. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. The problem is these things are only rated for maximum 130 miles an hour. Well, that won't cut it because we're going to be way over that range. So that kind of deep sixed that idea. So what he did is he came up with this. Hold on, everybody. I'm trying to do this one-handed here. So he came up with these. These are out of a 2023 Corvette. These are factory from Schrader. I guess Schrader is like the OEM provider to, I don't know, 65% of the car manufacturers in the world, so they're well known. But this is what the brand new Corvette runs. They are rated at 200 miles an hour. As you can see, they got the little screw-on thing. I've got them labeled there, left front, so they all go into the right wheel when I pull the wheels apart. So these things are good to 200 and should work good. So how do you make these work with the Schrader box, as you can see here? And by the way, I've blacked out the Schrader thing because this is going to sit up in my dash. So this thing is solar powered, so it always stays charged. It's going to sit right there in the corner of my dash. It's the only modern high-tech thing I've got. It shows tire temp. By the way, it shows tire temp and pressure. So it's basically an excellent thing. And we drove Dave's car Wednesday with it. I think Wednesday or Thursday. And the temp, you can see the temp crime. I mean, it's that quick to react. That accurate. We measured it, we got back home, and it's pretty spot on. So I'm even thinking this would be good for track days. Things are rated at 200 miles an hour. Good. So here's my big issue. These wheels, I'm going to kind of move these around here. So Dave bought some new Rocket Racing wheels, and they have the flats for TPMS sensors. These wheels do not have that. So I had to spot face this. So this cap, let me get this cap off here for you. This cap, if I don't spot face this, you can see it doesn't sit flat, but now it sits down inside that spot faced hole and it sits flat. And then the sensor will come in from back into here. Hopefully you guys can see this. Like this, voila. And then the cap, this, which I cannot do this one hand. I could put you on my head again. We haven't done that in a while, but then this will screw onto there, and voila, we now have the sensor in there. So, let me get this back off here. Sorry about that. So that's the plan. We're gonna get these things installed. I took the one wheel off, I wanted to test fit these. I wasn't sure if this was gonna work. But with spot facing the front, clean the back up a little bit, they should be perfect. Then these will go on the car. So it's gonna be awesome. And then my little handy dandy readout will go on the corner of the dash. So I wanted to get this video up, as I said, Dave. So to make these sensors, let me go back into this since I did not talk about this. To make these things read with this, you have to buy a programmer. So Dave actually purchased the programmer and learned how to do it. And what it is, I don't know. He has to read this. He reprograms it to mirror the ones that come in the box. So they are all the same. So I can run either one of those. Once you start driving, these spin, that's when they power up and then communicate with the box on the dash. But it worked excellent in his car. He's already got them running, and I just wanted to throw mine up. Mine were a little more difficult because the wheels are not really made for TPMS sensors, so I had to spot face the aluminum a little bit to give me that flat. And that's why I did one wheel to make sure it's going to work before I yank off the other 3. Plus I got new tires coming for the front, since as you guys can see, let's see, you can see the inner edges of these tires are getting a little wore out, right in here. Getting a little wore out, some flat spotting from locking the brakes up in the autocross, and I didn't want to, be at 150 miles an hour with some tires that are getting flat spotted. So those will go on next week, all the TPMS sensors, and then I'll report back. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again, Dave, for doing all the legwork on this. As I said, he figured this whole thing out. He did it. Cool little setup for an old school car, which, if you've got a normal car like my son's Mustang, piece of cake. You take the rubber ones, throw them in, long standard 130, you're good to go. But ours is a little bit different. So thanks again for watching. I'll get this video up and hit subscribe, and we'll keep them coming at you. Thanks.